Hi, in this video I'll be showing you this. It's the Dyson V7 Motorhead Cordless Vacuum Cleaner, and what I want to do today is just to show you around the vacuum cleaner, how it works and some of the features and benefits that it offers. So I've got it charged up, let's have a look. So this design of vacuum cleaner has been fairly standard for several years with Dyson, and first of all I'll show you this part. So I'll just take the wand off there. This is a good example just to show you how to make it into a handheld. So if you don't want to use it as a main vacuum cleaner, then you can use it as a handheld, and by doing that you just press the button on the wand as I showed you there, and basically the unit itself is 2.3 kilograms, so it is lightweight, and especially if you're comparing it to say a normal corded vacuum, then the weight of the Dyson are actually really good. So this is the main unit, and you've got it's a trigger based system. So you do have to keep your finger on it. There's not a separate on and off button as such, but most people quite like that because it is a natural way of holding the vacuum. On top here you have got the maximum and the minimum suction. So basically with this vacuum you get up to a maximum of 30 minutes runtime, and clearly that's on the minimum suction. So if you were going to switch it over to max, then you can find that the runtime is reduced, and also the runtime can have an effect depending on the tools that you're using. So if you're using some of the little tools like this is just the standard crevice tool, then that's not so bad, but if you're using a motorized head, then again that can reduce the runtime. So as far as the filter, you've got one filter on the top here, and with this one, as you hopefully can see, that it has been used. So this is the standard filter, and these are available in a lot of places, and what you'll find is that you can, they're easy to wash, just rinse under the tap. I have provided a link to show you where to get one if you do need another filter, but what I do recommend, when you buy the cleaner, just buy a spare filter as well. And the main reason for that is that when you come to wash the filter, you need to leave it for 24 hours to dry. And really what that does is that basically means that the vacuum is out of action for 24 hours. So because we do sell a lot in our showroom and through our different websites, then I do recommend that people buy a separate filter, and that basically means that you can use it and you're not having to wait for this one to dry. When it comes to the emptying of the bin, you've got the handle on top, and all you do is you pull that up. As you can see, a little bit of dust came out there. So for general use, that's very easy to do. Just make sure you hold it over a bin, because clearly you don't want dust going everywhere. And sometimes I do actually recommend doing this outside, because if you have got a lot of dirt in there, then you can have the sort of dust coming back up at you. And what you can do is you can actually take this off. So all you do is you've got a couple of buttons in here, so if you just press that button in, then that unit comes out. And what you can do is you can actually clean all of this. I'll basically provide another link to show you where to. I have done a separate video on how to clean the Dyson V7, and it's quite a comprehensive video on sort of taking some of this apart. And I do recommend cleaning them properly. Whether you go to the full extent of how I've cleaned it is up to you, but we do recommend keeping them clean, because you can find in here it can get a bit clogged up. But just pop that to the side, and again what you can do is you can just give this a wipe out inside, or if you do want to give it a bit more of a clean, then you've got a switch underneath, and that's that one, and that just pulls the bin off. So it's nice and easy to take apart. I wouldn't recommend taking any more of that apart if you were going to clean it, but just give it a brush round, and then to put it back together, that just all clips into place. The top part just locates, that's it. Give it a nudge, and then you're ready to start vacuuming. So as I mentioned earlier, it does come with a 30-minute runtime, and just as an indicator, you have got an indicator just on the side here, so that will basically show you when it needs to be recharged. It does come with a separate charger, so you can just plug it in the back So you've got a couple of options when it comes to charging. You can either just plug it in the back and have it on a table, or just leaning up against a wall. The other option, which I'll show you in a moment, is on a wall bracket that it comes with. So what you also get with this vacuum is the wall mount, and the main advantage is that it just gets it away, so you're not having to put it on the ground or lean it up against a wall. And you can see here, this is the charger that's actually part of the wall mount, and you don't have to use the charger in there if you don't want to. But to use this, I'll just show you, that just slots in there like that. You just lift it up a little bit. So it's just a really nice, easy storage system for the vacuum. And the other advantage is, if I just take that out, so the other advantage is underneath you actually got space for two of the tools. So they just drop in like that. So it's just a a really nice simple design. Just lift that up there. Hopefully you can see you've got the two screw holes there. So I did forget to mention a minute ago the capacity of this bin, and on this one it is 0.54 litres, which if comparing it to a V6, so if you've had an older Dyson V6 before, then that is quite a lot bigger. If you're comparing it to something like the V10 or V11, then it isn't as big, but it's always getting the compromise. But really I find, because we've used one of these in the showroom, that really the size of the bin is actually really good, and it's a good compromise between the weight of the vacuum and the capacity of the bin. So you do get a couple of tools with this vacuum, and the first one is the standard crevice tool. That pretty much comes with the majority of the Dyson cleaners, and that's a really good one for just getting into little corners or hard to reach areas. The next one's called the combination tool, and again this one is fairly standard with majority of the cordless vacuums. And the main advantage is, first of all, it's a soft dusting brush, and what you can do is if you basically press the button here, then it pulls back, clips into place, and then you've got an upholstery tool as part of it. So this is a good one because it's, in theory, it's two tools in one. Put those on the vacuum, you just clip on the front there like that, just clips into place. This is their quick release system, and it's a system that Dyson have used for a couple of years now, and to be fair, it works really well. So all you need to do is just push the button in there and pull the tool out, and that system they've really carried on through the V7, V8, V10, and even on the V11, still using the same system. This is the floor head that the V7 Motorhead comes with, and this is called the direct drive head. With this one, underneath you've got two types of bristles. So you've got the red stiffer bristles, and then you've got the black softer brushes. And this one is quite easy to take apart. I won't show you at the moment, but all you need to do is pop a coin in here and then twist it, and then you've got access to the whole of the brush, and you can take this out. So if you do get things like hairs or things wrapped around it, then it's really easy to take apart and get clean. So what I will do is I'll give you a demonstration of it. And first of all, on the right hand side here, we've got some porridge oats, and on the left hand side here we've got some rice. Just really to say that actually on this carpet, because it's quite a wiry carpet, it's not actually a very easy carpet to get clean, but I've got it on maximum suction, so let's see how well we get on. So considering how, as I say, wiry this carpet is, and how difficult it is normally to get clean, I'm actually really impressed with how it performed. If you are thinking of purchasing one of these vacuums, I have provided a link below to show you where to get one at a competitive price. I hope you enjoyed this quick video on the Dyson V7 Motorhead Cordless Vacuum Cleaner. Please give us a thumbs up on a YouTube video, click subscribe, and leave any comments below. I do always ask for comments, whether it's good or bad, about the video. And also, if you've got one of these, then let me know what you think about it. Thanks for watching.